So at the very beginning of the episode, we have a Hitler Monica. That's nice. She plans on taking over Future Foundation, so that means she is the mastermind? Or maybe not. I don't really care if Monica is or not the mastermind, to be honest. It's just Monica. What would you expect? Oh snap, when they showed the name of the episode, I was surprised what they named it. They named it Ultra Despair Girls. Oh boy. That means we know what we're getting into. So then we come back and then we see all the Warriors of Hope besides Monica. We see I'm trying to get their names. I remember Nagisa. I remember Masaru was his name? Masaru Daimon, something like that. Kotaro? No. You guys could tell me their names. I almost forgot. Kind of forgot their names. Alright, so I'm guessing we see Nagisa is actually talking to Komaru. I'm guessing. I don't know who he's talking to. I'm guessing it's Komaru. But anyways, he mentions that, you should take Monica down, but don't hurt her too badly or something like that. He said that she is their friend or was their friend, whatever. And then we actually see Komaru and Toko. It's nice to see them doing what they used to do in the game. It's kind of boring since, you're not the one playing. But I'm just that type of person. And every time she shot a break bullet, I just said, break! I had to. I just had to. So Genocider Shio comes out and I noticed she has a new nickname for Komaru, Big Head Maru. There's a lot more Monokumas than what the game would throw at you. I mean, if you're surrounded by this many Monokumas, just use Paralyze. Paralyze takes out a lot more enemies than Break. Alright, so we see Toko have another one of her visions that she would have in the game. I think it would happen like every time you beat a chapter or something like that. But she's having like one of her little Togami visions here. And in the background they're actually playing one of the songs from Ultra Despair Girls. I forgot what the name is called. The name of the song is called. I have all of Ultra Despair Girls soundtrack downloaded, but man. Why does Byakuya in this little Toko vision thing reminds me of Sakamoto from Sakamoto Desuka? There actually is a little animation of Byakuya as like Sakamoto in an opening. Yes, I did see. Oh my goodness, and then Byakuya, he has, oh man. It's that little thing where you get a feeling that someone's talking about you. And right here, Byakuya says, well, one of his servants says, is something wrong, Byakuya, sir? And Byakuya says, I just felt as if a pervert was having a disgusting fantasy where she doesn't know her place. Anyway, we see Byakuya and, he just doesn't really matter. He just talks things and says that he swears on his name that he'll save all the executives. We go back to Komaru and Toko, and they're at the giant tower place that Monica is at. This would be some really cool DLC for Ultra Despair Girls, but I'm just asking for too much. We go to Monica and she's just being a little brat. But hey, more Ultra Despair Girls soundtrack in the background, hooray. So Toko and Komaru walk inside the building and they walk inside a dark room and, who's there to greet them on a giant screen? Monica. Oh snap. I didn't know that was actually their title in the game or in Toa. I didn't know Komaru and Toko are actually the Ultra Despair Girl. I thought that was just like, a thing in the. I thought it was just like a game thing, like just the title because they're the girls and stuff. I thought they were just like Toko and Komaru, but apparently they are the Ultra. They're known as the Ultra Despair Girls, huh? I never caught that. And when the camera pans out, you get to see all the giant mechs, all the mechs from the game that the Warriors of Hope used. As well as a new one that looks like a combination of all the mechs. And they're also surrounded by a bunch of Monokumas. Man, they must be on hard mode. I saw Toko and Komaru holding hands. I couldn't but help to think, and are they like in a relationship now? Just a thought. Wait, huh? This confuses me. So Monica all of a sudden stops the attack. She just stops everything that's going on because all the mechs and robots and Monokumas were going to, attack Komaru and Toko, but all of a sudden Monica just says, you know what? Just stop. And I'm confused, huh? And then she says, Hope is going to win in the end anyway, so who cares? Wait, what? She says she doesn't know exactly whose Hope it is, but, she's just done. She's just done with life now, huh? And then she proceeds to blow up every robot in the place that Komaru and Toko are in. Alright, so we go back and we see everything after the rubble, and there's a Monokuma minivan? What? And inside the minivan is Monica under a Monokuma blanket playing a portable game device. What? Toko mentions that isn't Monica trying to be the super high school level despair? The next super high school level despair, and Monica says, that hope and despair stuff is in the dark past, so cut it out. What? So Monica says she's not Monica says she's not the mastermind. She actually mentions that. She actually says she has nothing to do with the mutual killing game that's going on with Future Foundation. So we found out, and to my anger, Monica was the one that played the prank of when Asahina had the knife in her. She put the ketchup there and she put the knife there. Well, as Gekogahara, of course. And speaking of Gekogahara, Monica mentions that she did kill Gekogahara after Toko asked. Wait a minute, Big Bro Komeda? Wait a minute, I didn't know she even liked the guy. Big Bro Komeda? That caught me off guard. But yes, Komeda did, kind of raise her. To myself, after Monica mentioned Komeda, I said to myself, wait, Toko and Komaru don't even know Komeda. Then I was like, wait, he was in the game. I kind of made that mistake to myself. I was like, oops, wait, he was in the game. Monica mentions that, she doesn't really like this hope and despair stuff because she doesn't want to grow up to be like Komeda, who, is all about that hope is going to beat despair. Despair is blah, 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 who cares? And then Komaru asks, well, who's the one behind Makoto and everyone killing each other? And Monica just says, well, beats me. Then Monica mentions that someone who survived the technically second killing game, but let's just call it the first in the game thing. Let's just say this. She says that someone who survived the killing game that was in Trigger Happy Havoc, all the survivors, one of them is going to die. Monica, the dick that she is, says she knows who it is, but she's not going to tell. And I'm also going to have to mention this. Komaru asked who it was, and Monica said, Google it up, shitlord. That's true, it's not going to come up on Google if anyone's going to actually Google up who the killer is. For one, that'd be one really big spoilers. Why would you do that? So not Komaru, but Monica is going to space. 4 Monokumas grabbed her little minivan thing and literally took off, and now they're going to space. Granted, Toko and Komaru grabbed on to try to see let her tell them who's the killer or whatever is, but they just drop. So does this mean that Monica's not evil anymore? What's a neat? I'll have to Google that later on. Wait, so who's going to be controlling Gekogahara now? Well, speaking of Gekogahara, we actually do go back to Asahina and Gekogahara and Makoto inside the building. Okay, so through Gekogahara's screen that's on the front of her wheelchair, not Monica, Komaru actually finds a way to get through to Makoto through the screen. She's calling and she has nothing but bad news. She says that yes, one of the survivors who survived with Makoto are going to die. I think we all know this. It's going to be either Byakuya or Kyoko. It's going to be one of those two. If it's any other person, that'll be a little strange. But we gotta prepare ourselves because we know it's either going to be Byakuya or Kyoko. It would also make sense that it will probably be Naegi, but Asahina mentions that Byakuya that Byakuya, Toko, and Akakura are on the outside of the building, so they're okay. But let's talk about the people that's inside. They're another story. Okay, so remembering that Byakuya is outside, it's gonna be Kyoko. Kyoko's screwed. Especially the fact that she's not even with you and Asahina. Kyoko turns around and sees a figure walking down the hallway, which I'm guessing is Munakata. Boy, and that was kinda it for the episode, huh? Guess I'll see you on the next one. See you then.